it's your girl Ayana. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have an interesting topic to talk about. Really want to hear your opinion on it. Something that I had to deal with myself, work through. So I'm going to be talking about that experience, but I definitely want to hear how you feel in your perspective. I want to talk about closure, or I should say lack their closure. So a girlfriend of mine were talking about this probably a week ago because she has an experience in her life where she did not get closure from a relationship. And this was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, actually. She's still struggling with not having the closure. Like at least 3 or 4 times a year, she'll say, I wonder what happened to so-and-so. I wonder how he's doing. And so she goes through this grief period again. Anyway, so that last week was one of those times. And I really had to say to her, we've got to find a way to get you closure because you're kind of stuck in a spot. But I, in my life, have had a similar, not a romantic relationship, but a relationship that was dear to me that ended abruptly and I didn't get closure. So I can relate to how she felt. I had a dear friend, best friend, for about 9-10 years. Loved her to death. We partied together, got in trouble together. We were a fun pair. Wherever I was, she was, and vice versa. She just meant a lot to me. She's my bestest friend. I knew all her secrets. She knew all my secrets. We'd sit up all night, gossip, laugh, just have a ball. One day she just stopped talking to me. We had went out the night before. I thought we had a good time. Nothing but laughter in the air. And then I wake up, check my email, saw I got a message from, I think it was Black Planet, if my memory is correct. But I couldn't read it because she had blocked me. And then when I went to go call her, she had blocked me. So I had no way to get in contact with her to be like, what's going on? And for days, this happened. I even tried to, I think I might have emailed her. And she never responded to my email. I stopped trying. And I just said, maybe she needs space. She'll come around. Years, she still hasn't come around. So I understand how that feels to not have that closure because I was devastated. That was my best friend. Every weekend almost we were together. We just were close like that for years. I talked to her every day. I don't talk to my friends every day. But I talked to her every day. That's how close we were. So it was hard to accept that loss. And for years, I struggled with it because I didn't have closure. I didn't know what I did. I mean, I can speculate, and I have speculated, but I don't think it's enough for a person to walk out of someone's life. It definitely warranted a conversation if what I'm thinking is why she got upset happened. But I don't know. Who knows what happened actually. But because I didn't have that closure, it took me a long time to get over it. There were things in my life, milestones that I always thought she would be there for, and she wasn't. So that when those things happened, I had to grieve again because I'm like, oh, so and so should have been here, So it really hurt. So I understand that, but how I got over it. And this is years later, okay? This is 14 years ago. And this is probably within the last 6 years. I'm telling you, I'm stubborn. I was holding on to the fact that this person was going to come in my life, back in my life. I had to accept the fact that if somebody loves you, they just don't walk out of your life. It's hard to do that. I think about the friends that I have now. I couldn't just walk out of their lives like that. No way. First of all, I'd be devastated to lose any of them. I value them so much. But I know I wouldn't just walk out of their life like that. I would at least tell them why I can't deal with them anymore. And I think about my girlfriend and her situation with her ex-boyfriend. If he loved you, why would he just walk away and block you? He left her with the lease to pay the rent by herself. A car note by herself that he was still driving the car. Just so much debt on top of the emotional. issues, that he caused her. But he had no problem just walking away. Totally just walking away. He can't possibly have loved her. There's no way you could just do that. There's no freaking way. Even if you make up something, you give somebody some closure. If somebody wants to walk out of your life, you just got to let them walk. Let them go, because they are taking up real estate in your life where people who value and love you should be in. Like, they're taking up space. Move them out of your life. And since you didn't get the closure, just move them out of your emotional space. Get them out of there so you can have room for people who want to be there. It's hard. I can say that now. Like I just said, it took me years to finally accept that. But I wish I would have accepted a long time ago, because I wasted a lot of time and pain because I didn't want to admit that this person didn't care for me, and that, the situation ended the way it did, and that was that person's choice, and that person deliberately hurt me by not doing that, not giving me closure. And I had to find my own closure. And that's the thing I wanted to kind of really share with everyone is, you're not always going to get closure. Closure is a luxury, a gift, a blessing that somebody can give you. And when they don't give it to you, it's hard to move on. But you have to find the closure. You have to find whatever it is you need to move past that person. Wish them the best of luck, but let them go, because they let you go. Don't hold on to that. Don't have it a one-way relationship where you're still loving someone who doesn't love you. Find the closure. If you need to write a letter to them, pouring your heart out into that letter, then burning it, burying it, flushing it down the toilet, sending it to the universe to finalize that relationship. Do it, whatever it takes. Find a way to get yourself some closure so you can move past that. You deserve it. You owe it to yourself to move on, because life after them is better. I'm a testament to it. I have a really strong friendship with my best friend. I have other great friends in my life who I love and adore, and I think and feel they love and adore me and would be devastated if they lost me. And I have really healthy friendships. So I know there's life on the other side of closure or lack of closure. And I encourage you to find that and find ways to get to that. Now, if you have tools or other ways that you've used to get closure, please share them, because the more tools we have, the better off. Because not every situation is going to be the same, right? You may have to go to therapy to get closure, or you may have to, like I said, write a letter and burn it. Who knows? There's all these things you can do to help you get closure, but the more you know, the better chances you are to, and the faster you'll move past that. So let me know how you handled that in a situation that you've been in where you didn't get closure, because I would absolutely love to hear and share and have dialogue with you about that. So thank you so much for chatting with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, be safe, be true, and be authentically you. Bye.